Men and women still missing or held as prisoners of war are being honored across the nation Friday as part of National POW MIA Day. The Maple City VFW Post 2406 in Charlotte held a special ceremony to show those people have not been forgotten. More than 80,000 Americans remain missing today, a majority of them from the wars in Vietnam and Korea and World War II. And a group of Vietnam veterans are in the middle of a 24-hour vigil at Withington Park in Jackson. That's on the corner of First Street and Michigan Avenue. They'll be there until 3 o'clock Saturday, so feel free to stop by, shake a hand, and let them know we haven't forgotten the sacrifice they made. Since the Civil War, nearly 1.2 million servicemen and women have been killed in action. To give them the honor they deserve, there's a project in the works to read each and every name on Veterans Day. Caroline Vandergriff tells us how you can help make it happen.
Eric Calley felt called to enlist in the Marine Corps after the terrorist attacks of September 11, 2001.
I went into boot camp in March of 2002.
Calley served 2 tours of duty in Iraq before he was honorably discharged in 2006. He came back to Michigan and tried to transition back into society, but spent 6 years isolating himself, dealing with PTSD, alcoholism, and other medical disabilities.
What we go through, the tribulations, the turmoils that our brains, after seeing a traumatic event overseas or something happening as in an IED or a car bomb and watching your friends die on the right and left, we tend to isolate ourselves.
But Calley's road to recovery began at the Midwest Marines Foundation, a nonprofit designed to help Marines start the healing process. He then felt inspired to reach out to other veterans and helped found a website called The Fight Continues. It's a resource for what he calls the walking wounded, veterans in the U.S. still dealing with what happened overseas.
So what I'm asking the American people to do is open arms to let veterans know that they are out there. This overwhelming support, we need that support.
Support in the form of a reading on Veterans Day, an ambitious project to involve 600 locations across the country and the names of all U.S. soldiers killed in the line of duty. But Calley says they need people to volunteer their time or a location.
So all a location has to be is a podium, a bell, and the American flag. A high school could do it. Elementary school could do it.
Calley says once the names are divided, it will only take about 2.5 hours at each location, a small amount of time to honor the enormous sacrifice our soldiers make.
All of my friends, all of my brothers in the Marine Corps and all other services across the United States have been given up their minds, their bodies, their souls. You know, some have lost their lives. And it's time for America to come together as one and unite and accept them.
In Lansing, Caroline Vandergriff, Fox 47 News.
If you would like to volunteer a location, all you have to do is contact Eric Calley.